regret, wrath, guilt, failure, misery, anger. Feelings we have all felt. A collection of senses we have all unfortunately been dealt by the hands of life. When boiled down and meditated upon, one such individual as yourself may come to learn that all these feelings stem from a root we all know as suffering. What does it mean to suffer? What are the effects of it? And how can we finally begin our journey into learning how to be rid of it? It's easy, really. You don't. What kind of a lesson is that, you might be asking yourself? Hear me out, for there is a lesson in every segment of words. Just like everything in this world, everything has a purpose. Everything has a meaning. That includes suffering. I wish I could tell you it gets better. That after enduring all the pain of what has happened, what will happen, that it gets easier. It doesn't. Times don't get easier. We become stronger. And with our newfound strength, the demons of misery become that much less painful and easier to manage. Temptation becomes easier to ignore. Things don't get easier. We make things easier for ourselves by choosing to be strong. You see, a person can go through life being the same person every day, never changing, never growing, floating above the stagnant waters of his own pain until he drowns in it, becomes it, and boils with insecure rage until they evaporate into the beyond as nothing. Or they can flow within the river of life amongst the rest of us, crashing and struggling with the waves we know as suffering in their own way, until they wash up onto the green grass of paradise. You see, the waves of life will always be unpredictable, cold and consuming. But the man who learns to work with the waters does not have it easier than the one comfortable in his still pool. He becomes hardened by the crushing rocks, tolerant of the freezing waters, and strengthens his lungs with every held breath. The reality is, in order to find solace in this life, we must accept pain, use it to our advantage, and let it sharpen us like a whetstone to a blade, so that we can learn to appreciate the options before us, and one day stand before God in our strongest, fastest, smartest, and most importantly, our most loving version of ourselves. When we lose a fight, we learn to defend ourselves. When a loved one passes, we appreciate those still alive. When we are lied to, we try our best to seek and tell the truth. When we are talked down to, we bring others up. And when we cry, we ensure others laugh. And when we are not loved, we must make sure we love those around us. So you see, we would have no incentive without suffering. We would have no gratitude, no strength. So my advice to you today, love yourself and thy neighbor. And with this power of empathy, we shall blossom with hope and find the strength to survive the insufferable crashing waters of life together.